Ethiopian Cuisine, traditional dishes and recipes. You may be unfamiliar with dishes like wat, stew, and injera, flatbread, but these 20 easy recipes will help you master Ethiopia's favorite foods like a local. Dense soups, spicy meats, flavorful sides. There's a little bit of everything in these drool-worthy recipes. And don't forget dessert. Try a bright blend of pureed fruits in Ethiopian Spritz or Hambasha. So get cooking and enjoy these Ethiopian foods together. Number 1. Injura. Injura is a sorno flatbread that's part food, part eating utensil, served with almost any main. Injura is traditionally used as a spoon to scoop up meat and veggies. Its soft, spongy texture makes it the perfect addition to broth, stews, and soups. Eat like an Ethiopian by tearing off a strip of injura and dipping it into those delicious juices. It might get messy, but this fun flatbread is so worth it. Chewy, soft, and savory, injura is a must for any Ethiopian meal. Number 2. Beef tibs. You'll need a well-stocked spice cabinet for this piquant beef. Beef sirloin is diced and pan-fried in an aromatic spice paste, made with cardamom, fenugreek, and clove. Beef sizzles in those spices until your kitchen smells amazing and your stomach is growling. Serve with injera, white rice, or veggies to balance out the heat and freeze any leftovers to enjoy Ethiopian eats on busy nights. Number 3. Ethiopian Shira wat. Wat is the Ethiopian term for any kind of stew or soup. Wats come in all different varieties, from meaty to vegetarian, and can be enjoyed any time of day. This recipe features a vegetarian version, made with chickpeas and a whole bunch of spices. It's also thickened with chickpea flour, making it a deliciously dense puree that's chunky enough to spread on bread. But don't serve this with just any bread. It's worth making the traditional injura to scoop up every single bite of this soupy treat. This one-pot meal is made with tomatoes, onions, and Ethiopian spiced butter. The complex flavors mingle beautifully for a bright bowl of yummy goodness. Number 4. Misir wat, Ethiopian spiced red lentils. Nobody does lentils like Ethiopia. An inexpensive staple, they're widely used in many African countries where they're cooked with vibrant spices and fresh veggies. This vegetarian stew combines healthy red lentils with caramelized onions, spiced butter, flavorful broth, and a punchy spicy mix. Simmered together until perfectly tender, this bright blend of tastes is the perfect way to eat more plants. Forget bland and boring veggie dishes. Snack on misir wat for vegetarian food that's irresistibly addictive. Number 5. Kikalicha, split pea stew. Made with just 6 ingredients, this recipe is a great choice for midweek meals. It's best enjoyed on a frosty night when you need something quick, healthy, and comforting. Split yellow and green peas are simmered in a salty, spicy broth until perfectly tender. This is the kind of stew that thickens as it cooks, giving you a rich, filling soup. Serve it with injera so you don't miss a drop of this gorgeously satisfying stew. Number 6. Berbere. If you're making Ethiopian food a regular in your recipe rotation, you'll need a lot of berbere. This traditional spice mix is one of the all-time classics of Ethiopian cuisine. It's used to marinate meats, add a kick to stews, and punch up the flavor of veggie platters. Happily, berbere is easy to make, especially with this straightforward recipe. Every cook has their own version, so don't be afraid to adjust this classic seasoning to your taste. Too fiery? Cut back on the chili peppers. Want more sweetness? Add extra cumin or cardamom. Number 7. Gomen, Ethiopian collard greens. Quick and tasty, this Ethiopian side is sure to become a family favorite. Even the kids will enjoy this vibrant blend of lightly spiced, leafy greens. Braised collard greens and kale are seasoned with aromatic spices like paprika and cardamom for a healthy and tangy veggie dish. Gomen is traditionally enjoyed with wat and injera for dinner. You can also turn it into a light lunch by tossing in some protein such as shredded beef or chicken. Number 8. Atakilt wat. Atakilt wat is a vegetable-based side dish that's perfect for big brunches or vegetarian dinners. It's a filling mix of potatoes, carrots, and cabbage, slow-cooked in butter and spices. This dish is packed with healthy veggies and fragrant flavors, but it's also amazing for what it doesn't include. There are no dairy, egg, corn, soy, yeast, nuts, gluten, or grains in this superfood recipe. It's perfect for anyone with dietary issues or those who simply want to eat healthier without losing out on delicious meals. This wat is proof that vegetables can be addictive. Make lots because one serving is never enough. Number 9. Chechepsa. Hard to pronounce but easy to eat. Chechepsa is a classic breakfast food in Ethiopia, also known as kita fur. It starts with a basic batter that's then pan-fried until crispy. That crispy bread is torn into chunks and tossed with spiced butter until soft and almost pudding-like. It may not be your usual bacon and eggs, but this creamy, spicy bowl contains all you need to power your day. Serve warm on winter days for a quick, satisfying snack, or add some vegetables for a more hearty brunch. Either way, one bite of this and you'll glow until lunch. Number 10. Dora wat. This spicy chicken stew isn't just ridiculously tasty, and it's also paleo, meaning it's gluten and grain-free. This recipe proves that comfort food doesn't have to involve carbs. Juicy chicken pieces are slowly simmered in ginger, garlic, and fiery spices until they fall off the fork tender. Slice in some hard-boiled eggs before serving for extra protein and add a dash of lime to balance out the rich spices. If you're looking for a satisfying supper, ladle a heaping serving of Dora wat over cauliflower rice, and you'll soon be a low-carb convert. Number 11. Ethiopian Spritz. There's no better way to beat the heat than with a refreshing fruity Spris. This delightful smoothie is a delicious blend of pureed warm weather fruits. Made with mango, papaya, and lime juice, it's amazingly tangy and intensely tropical. It's also really healthy. Fresh avocado ups the superfood content and gives it a rich, creamy texture that makes it a meal in a glass. If you're having one of those days, add a splash of booze to your Spris. Rum or cognac would work well in this bright and breezy smoothie. One sip, and you'll be transported to sunny beach days and poolside vacations. Number 12. Azifa lentil salad. This green lentil salad is the perfect light lunch or brunch platter side. Soft lentils are tossed with zesty lime, ginger, red onions, tomatoes, and mild red peppers. It's a colorful vegetarian dish that's typically served during Lent with a side of Injura. If you're feeding spice fans, you can always up the spice by using fiery chili peppers. And if you're out of lentils, try it with beans instead. Have fun experimenting with this versatile dish. Number 13. Inky tibs, Ethiopian sauteed mushrooms. This recipe is one of those magical sides that's simple to make but boasts a lot of complex flavors. Earthy mushrooms are chopped and sauteed in butter with peppers, onions, and tomatoes. There's a generous serving of Berbere in there too, giving the silky mushrooms their signature Ethiopian taste. Inky tibs is traditionally served with Injura, rice, or bread. Number 14. Yataklete kilkul, vegetable stew. This healthy stew of potatoes, carrots, and green beans is the perfect antidote to cold nights and dreary days. Banish the blues with a comforting bowl of chunky root veg, spicy broth, and sweet tomatoes. A word of warning: this dish has a kick. Punch it up with more pepper or cool it down with a side of sour cream. You do you. Number 15. Timatim tomato salad. If you're looking for a fun, fresh summer salad, this recipe is the answer to your prayers. This bright tomato salad is made with diced tomatoes, onion, and jalapeno peppers. It's dressed with a spicy lemon and garlic vinaigrette and served chilled. If you want more bulk to your salad, add some torn Injura pieces. Known as furfur, this is a heartier version of timatim.